But like if we can average 30,000 across the board, think about how big of a number that is. That's bigger than the Premier League's average because they have some small stadiums, or they might have changed this year. But that's bigger than a lot of times what they're getting in the Bundesliga. That's a huge thing for us. The next step is going to be the TV ratings. We need to start talking about that. But look, we wanted asses in seats. We're here. We did it.
Yeah, and it
is because of us.
That we're directly responsible for Atlanta United's success.
In fact, let's take the time out to say you're welcome.
Yes. It's we.
Why not thank us at our event?
come up to us in person. Get a ticket and say, hey. You're welcome. No, you're welcome. Thank you. No, we say you're welcome.
We'll say you're welcome. We were just practicing. That's what that was. Christian was practicing saying you're welcome.
Rehearsing, sort of. Yeah, it was. I'll get there.
Can I just say something? Before we started talking about Atlanta, they were not selling 70,000 seats. So
that is true. They also didn't have those 20,000 extra seats.
I think if we keep digging, we're going to find stuff we don't want to know. Let's just stay at the facts that we've already stated.
None of those details really matter at this point.
In fact, it's too much.
Because our point is heavily supported with the evidence that we've presented for you.
Yeah.
With the heavily curated evidence.
In fact, we rest our case. Let's just right now call it, okay? Before we ever even mention the words Atlanta United, they never sold 70,000 seats. So
that is, it's
the Cooligans effect.
It is true. Yeah, the Cooligans effect. Politicians, they call it the Cooligans bump.
Yeah, which is also this. There it is.
But you were concerned, and you had tweeted this out about that how significant it was that Mercedes Benz Stadium had so many just people there watching a soccer game. That the sad part was that the field is turf.
Yeah,
and that this could be our Azteca, right? And this
could have been our Azteca.
Yeah.
It could have been. I feel it even might still be. I feel like it's there's the stadium that Tottenham is going to play in, their new stadium. They have this really cool field that sort of
opens up.
The grass goes away and then turf.
They
pops
come in
up.
like sections.
Yeah.
As part of the pitch.
And I highly doubt that they're able to sort of change, the stadium in Atlanta for that. Although, if they're making this much money, they may consider it in the offseason. But what I was thinking is maybe there's a way to put sod down where it's not a bad thing. Like, they're able to do it at MetLife Stadium where the Giants play and the Jets play.
Yeah.
They're able to put down grass, and it seems fine for international matches.
So that was the thing. So that we had a tweet from David Leone, and he was quoting Darren Eales, who's the I don't know what the team president for Atlanta United, and he did say exactly that. He said that Eales said grass can be put down on top of the turf in the stadium. That's important because World Cups are played on grass. And Atlanta United president Darren Eales said he wants Mercedes Benz Stadium to be front and center in any of the World Cup, the U.S. World Cup plans. So
and they've proven they deserve that.
Yeah,
I feel. Because of the fan base, because of the way the stadium just feels on TV, it feels like our Azteca. It feels like the sound that erupts when Josef Martinez scores, I don't want to be anywhere on the opposite. I don't want to be an op to that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be opposition to that. I would rip my shirt off if I was on the other team and put on Atlanta one just to celebrate, so no one's mad at me. As that's happening, it just sounds deafening, and it reminds me of what the Azteca is. It reminds me of sort of that. You don't want to go there as an opposition player. You sort of just want to go and kind of enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? You don't want to go there as someone who 70,000 people are going to hate. And that's what, the Azteca is for Mexico. And that's their national team's sort of stadium, even though it's really a Club Americas. Mm-hmm. But it's also like where Ed 3 plays. This should be where men's national team looks at it as their home turf.
Sure. Are we going to get the same... like if we play against Mexico in Mercedes Benz Stadium, there's a healthy Mexican population in Atlanta. Are we going to get the same? There were 40,000.
They're all going to be deported. So who cares? No,
it's going to be the same. It's like I don't want. That would just be such a corny thing, especially in such an awesome environment like that.
I mean, there's no way to avoid that. You know, do you really? Cincinnati. You know, to what maybe FC Cincinnati Stadium becomes the home,
becomes our Azteca.
Our Azteca. Maybe we do it in Montreal.
I think
you know?
I think some people, the concern for some people is that even Mercedes Benz Stadium will be Mexico's Azteca. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mexico's got a lot of Aztecas.
Why are there all these Aztecas everywhere?
God damn it, man. There's too many Aztecas.
Share some of them Aztecas. I would love an Azteca.
Can we get our own Azteca somewhere? Look, I mean, you know, you're going to get that anywhere. You know, there's a lot of Mexicans in the U.S., which I'm a big fan of. Happy to have you. What are you going to do? You know, away seating. You know,
yeah,
give them an away section and limit the amount of tickets sold.
Yeah, I mean that's usually the strategy.
But again, you can't do that for a national team because you don't have like supporters of a national team. Although that's it, only American Outlaws are allowed in. I don't know how else to do it.
Anyway, but yeah, overall, a big moment for MLS, and you know, I think it's it's just.
And what do the fans think? Do you think that the Benz? Is that what it's called? Should we call it that or the Merc? I heard the fans are calling it the Merc.
The Merc. Oh man,
you got murked.
Sounds like an assassin. Joseph Martinez, an assassin we hired too.
I think New England would agree that that's what happened though. Murked for real. What do you think? Do you think that could be our Azteca? If not, where? Where would our Azteca be? What stadium is our Azteca? Let us know.